Hi, Fabi Antiquin here, aka Empress Justice. I'm in my bathroom right now because there's construction work going on outside and it might be going on outside for like the next 3 weeks. So what's happening is that they're fixing the roof like just above me. Luckily, I haven't had any storm damage to my property, but upstairs I've had just the tiniest bit of storm damage to theirs. So the workmen are basically fixing the roof right now, which is good. It does mean that I'm going to be filming a lot from my bathroom or my bedroom though. If you'd like to check out my daily readings, you can check out Real Justice Tarot on Instagram. If you want to check out my vocals, you can check out Fabi Antiquin vocals. I will leave the links in the description. Okay, so following on from yesterday's revelations where I addressed the family directly, it has been decided by the family that they are not going to go on my internet anymore. Now, the truth of the matter is that this has happened before. They always say, oh, we're not going to go on their internet, and they always say it loud enough for me to hear so that they think that, so that I think that they're not watching me. But the thing is, they're always going to be watching it one way or the other. And it's always going to be reported on. Too many people know about it. So even if, the family themselves stop watching it, whoever else they've shown it to, they're probably going to watch out of curiosity anyway, just to see what I'll say next. So all of this is just, this too little too late. Like, the damage is done. This has been a really hairy situation in which a lot of people have been involved. One thing I will say about my part in it is that I haven't changed anything. I haven't told any lies. I haven't told any half-truths. I've been consistently honest from the get-go, to the police, to everybody. I've said everything that I needed to say. So if people want to believe it or not, that's up to them. But they can't say the information wasn't out there. They can't say it wasn't out there, and they can't say they weren't warned. So that's about that. Today, look at this. I'm having to do this because the landlords won't put up the blinds, and I've still got to clean the mold at the top. But what I'm not trying to do is, I'm not trying to climb up on this sill right here and potentially have an accident, because my floor, I still don't have any rugs for my floor, and my floor is incredibly slippery. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to make sure that I can keep that windowsill clean, like clean the damp in here without injuring myself, because that's what you have to do with damp. You have to keep cleaning it. Otherwise you end up getting like chesty coughs and stuff like that. I've been getting coughs and stuff like that because there's been damp in the flat and I've had to keep cleaning it. So what the landlords have done though is, what they've done with the damp is that instead of having somebody clean it, what they've done is they've had somebody paint over it. So at one point when I was cleaning the damp, like I said before, and I think I've talked about this before, at one point when I was cleaning the damp, the more that I scrubbed, the more I actually uncovered, which is really, really bad. Like, that's the worst thing you want to do when you're dealing with mold. You do not want to paint over it. If there's mold, you clean it, then you paint. Otherwise it's just gonna be layer on layer upon layer of mold, and then you're stripping the paint along with it. Like, clean it first. So unfortunately I'm not going to be able to clean it before the blinds people get here. But yeah, let's see what they say. Should be interesting. But yeah, that's what's going on in my world right now. As for what's going on in their world, everybody's talking about the racism in the Ukraine, and people are kind of waking up to the fact that, there was always racism. I don't know why it took this situation for it to click. Do you know what I mean? For me, it's not the racism. For me, it's the fact that people will do things that are racist, and basically do things that are not only hate crime, but mass genocide. And then they want to turn around and act like it's innocent and like it's no big deal or like it's justified. Like, I'm trying to understand the mentality. Like, if you're going to be racist, then stop having different races of people work your shit. Get white people to do it. If you like, I'm not talking about just high level jobs. I'm talking about gardening, plumbing, all that type of stuff. Get pure white people to do your menial jobs. Get pure white people to do your menial jobs. Get pure white people to do like everything for you, and we will see how fast that shit will collapse. I guarantee you. Let's see how fast that shit collapses. Because that shit collapses when it's just white people or people from native countries doing everything. I guarantee you, this industry won't hold up. You can't build a superpower without foreign trade or foreign staff or foreign, like you can't build trade without diversity. You can't build trade without diversity. You can't build civilizations without diversity. You can't build any of that. Just because you're maintaining a strong hierarchy, it does not mean that you're going to be able to do without the people that you're marginalizing. And you know it. So if you're going to marginalize people, like, stop relying on them to do your shit. And I know, you know, everything that I said sounds like kind of racist because, you know, of course, black people don't just do menial jobs. We're economists, we're doctors, we're economists, we're doctors, we're martial artists even, we're surgeons, we're fucking performers. We're not just performers and sports people and menial workers. We're fucking surgeons and doctors and PR officers and, you know, politicians. Like, you know, when we cover all walks of life here. But my point is that if you're going to be racist, then be racist. And we've seen how profitable and prosperous racist people actually are, especially when they're, you know, in the bottom rungs of society. We've seen how powerful and how prosperous racist people are, i.e. not very. So let them deal with it. If they want to be racist towards us and treat us a certain way, let them deal with their own shit. I'm tired. And as for this fucking war, listen, I'm training right now. I'm training to kind of develop my fight skills and, you know, and I'm doing it slowly, but I am doing it purely for my own survival. I am not doing it to fight for anybody's country. I'm probably too old anyway. I'm not doing it to fight for anybody's country. I'm not doing it to fight for anybody's ideology. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it to survive. Because World War III is coming. And yeah, because World War III is coming and, you know, a lot of people are not prepared. I'm preparing. You know, things are not going to be the same after this. Even if this Russia-Ukraine thing comes to a head and people don't end up being, you know, annihilated by nuclear weapons, then World War III is still going to come, even if it's not with Russia-Ukraine, it's still going to come for the simple reason that it's about dominion and it's about control. It was never about, you know, efficiency or common sense or anything like that. It's still coming. So I'm just preparing for it. That's all I'm doing. But anyway, I love you guys. Take care. And people of all races, you know I love you, but I have to work within the reality of what we're dealing with here. Like, I don't see the point. I just fight to survive. Every man for himself. And if there is anybody in this world who aligns with what you believe, then stick with those people. Keep it simple. But anyway, I love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.